Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Mass Effect with FrozenFoxy and Foxy Shepherd here. A couple of you have been asking if we are going to take this character into later games, and I guess I didn't make that clear enough because basically I want to take this as far as we can possibly go in this game here. Let's check out what new codex entry we've got here.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system.
Metagel.
Metagel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Metagel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, we use it too often for us to want to not have it. It's kind of important. But yeah, I would like to take this character as far as we possibly can in this game. So at least to hopefully 3, I guess. And who knows what's going to happen with the new one that's coming out in the future. And I don't even know if I'll own that one by the time we get there. Maybe. It'll probably be a while we're going through this game. There is lots and lots to do. What's up, Caden?
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
How are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
Well, you helped.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Jenkins will be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Seems like you've been around.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Well, I don't have one.
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Well, we want to brief the Council.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the Council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
It depends on whether or not they believe it. I mean, it is a human that's talking to them, and it seems like there's a lot of racism going on so far. Or speciesism, I suppose, would be the more apt word. What's up, Ashley?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
How do you even know what happened to Jenkins? Did we tell you? I don't remember. But he will be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Well, you earned it.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
So, how are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Yeah, well, you helped a bit.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Glad to have you.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Alright, so we got some lockers here, and we can basically grab some stuff from it, and also use this to change our loadout, if I recall correctly. A pistol, a shotgun, and an assault rifle. Sounds good. Maybe it's not here that we change our loadout. I think it might be downstairs. I think we might be able to change our loadout still at this point. Yeah, we can. Just check out that new pistol and shotgun to see if it's any good. It looks like it's trash, though, unfortunately. And Hurricane is also trash, unfortunately. So, nothing really to see here that's worth changing to. And Banshee 2 is what we're already using, so nothing. That is too bad. Too bad. Also, in other news, we are looking at probably becoming a nemesis at this point, with 70% of the votes going towards that. But until we actually get to the point where we will be seeing which class we go to, I'm going to leave the vote up. So if you happen to see the vote disappear for any reason, then that will mean that the vote is over and I have made it that far into the game. So you'll know how far ahead I am if the vote disappears. Hell, the vote could disappear on this video for all I know. And you'll be like, oh man, I didn't get to do it. Well, maybe you'll get to vote for something in the next game if you don't get to vote it here. This is the squad member lockers I was thinking of. So we can equip Ashley here, Caden, and we have 4 other lockers for people that do not exist. We also have weapons here that we can't pick up. I wish we could, but unfortunately that's not a thing we can do at this point in time. The Mako Mako thing. It's interesting. Let's inspect it. Got something new for our codex here. Ships and vehicles. Let's check it out.
The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element 0 core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain.
Unfortunately, it's also huge planets that we'll be using that on that tend to be rather dull to go around, so we'll see how that ends up working out. The Alliance Military Vocational Code system classifies the career path of all serving personnel. The MVC consists of 1 letter and 1 number. A soldier's MVC indicates proficiency, not rank. The letter notes career path. The number indicates level of experience, as indicated by service record, technical scores, and commendations. All 26 letters are used, and numbers run from 1 to 7. N is the letter code for Special Forces personnel. So, N7 means that we're really experienced Special Forces personnel. If you ever wondered why there's N7 on a whole bunch of things in this game, that's why. Woohoo! Explanations! Let's see, does this give us a codex entry, I wonder? It does not. Unfortunately, the Mako doesn't really have much entertainment value where you would think it would, because you're exploring planets. But they did it a lot better in Star Control 2, which is a way older game, and it's just simpler, so it makes it that much more enjoyable, I suppose. Can't really talk to you two. Let's see what we got over here. The Field Integrity Monitor. Got something under our technology here.
Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with mass effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
And nothing else in secondary currently. Looks like we can examine the Element 0 core now, though. More for the Codex. More for the Codex gods.
When subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element 0, or EZO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup costs required to work these primary sources. Humanity discovered refined Element 0 at the Prothean Research Station on Mars, allowing them to create mass effect fields and develop FTL travel.
And so FTL was made, and we went out on a roguelike adventure. Got Engineer Adams over here. Do we have anything else down here? I think just the engineer. Let's talk to the engineer.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Well, that was a lovely conversation, Adams. Quite a lovely conversation indeed. I was really hoping for something more. Well, we do have a requisitions officer over here, and I guess this is the last thing that we'll do before we continue on towards Joker and the few other people that we can talk to upstairs.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's investigate. What about those licenses?
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What about those manufacturers?
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Alright. Well, what new items do you have?
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Alright, well, show me.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so we've got something that is for $320,000. There's no way we're buying it. It's a sniper rifle, too. Why would I want it? This is $280,000. I wonder Damn. 320 damage. Accuracy rating is 90. That is a really good shotgun. I want that thing. Let's check out this one. 256 damage. Really nice accuracy rating too. I want it. 25,000. Unfortunately, all of this is probably going to be way out of our price league at this point, except for upgrading Metagel and so forth, so we can carry some more Metagel. We can also upgrade our grenade store. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be making much use of grenades, so it's probably not going to be worth it for me. More than the Metagel upgrade will be worth it. We will, however, be selling plenty of stuff because there's not much that we really need to keep around. I think I'll keep one of these sniper rifles around here. 240 is okay. Let's see here. Banshee assault rifle, sure, I'll keep it. I think the Hurricane was worse than the Scimitar. Yeah, so let's sell off the Hurricane here, because I do not need it. Why did we just jump way up to the top there? I have no idea. Whatever. Alright, let's see here. Light armor. What is this one? Ew. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So I think I need to get off of the compare screen, otherwise it will jump back to the top there. Let's see. That's an okay pistol. I'll keep it for now. I cannot compare the fusion explosive, apparently. This is the toxic damage one. I think I like ours. It's more of just a hammering explosion, so let's get rid of this one. Unfortunately, that's not a large amount of money, nor is any of this stuff. We'll get rid of all the ones, because there shouldn't be anything there. I thought I could double click. What's the Onyx? That's junk. Light armor for Assassin. Strikers can go away. Phasic rounds we'll keep for now. Improved sighting we'll keep for now. So we've sold a few things. We can technically buy back stuff that we sold if we want to. I think we lose a little bit of money if we do that. And I think I'll go ahead and buy the Metagel upgrade, just to have it. And then eventually we'll buy some more of this other stuff. That's actually junky. I don't want that. Junk. Better, but only for me, I think. Scorpion armor. It's definitely better than what I've got currently. I wouldn't mind having some Scorpion armor, but we'll probably find some on our own. And this is medium armor here. I think we can only use light armor at this point in time. But eventually, I want to get these two. Those two are going to be epic buys for sure. What do we get in our codex here?
When subjected, Omni tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
I'm guessing this is talking about the Omni tool because we just bought a Metagel upgrade, which is probably going through the Omni tool. That's the only thing I can think of as to why we would learn about that from going to the requisitions officer here.